Police are now investigating 3 explosions causing 2 deaths and 2 injuries. And Governor Greg Abbott is offering a $15,000 reward for any information that leads to an arrest. Let's start with the first explosion. It was 10 days ago at Haverford Drive. One man was killed after picking up a package on his doorstep. Now things started escalating today. The first explosion today happened here this morning in East Austin, killing one and hurting another. And another explosion in South Austin right here. This area is also being investigated by the FBI and ATF. That sent an older woman to the hospital. CBS Austin's Jordan Bonke joins us from the most recent explosion in the South. And Jordan, there are still a lot of police out there tonight.
Yeah, there's still a lot of police out here, and not all of them are Austin police officers. Also, FBI and ATF. We heard from Interim Chief Brian Manley earlier, and he tells us that some of the folks from ATF from Dallas are headed and descending right now into Austin. Some are practically already here, and you could push in to give you a closer look at where some of the action is just down this sidewalk. The 911 call came in at around 11:50 this morning. The victim here is a 75-year-old Hispanic woman. She's in critical but stable condition. That's the update that we got at around 3:34 o'clock from Austin police. She came out of her home, we're told by police, that she found a package, she picked it up, and this is kind of a scary detail, and that's when it exploded. Police still can't identify a motive. They don't know if there's a link between any of these victims. We asked Brian Manley earlier how this is affecting his police resources with over 300, maybe even 400,000 people in town for South by Southwest.
We're luckily a large city with a large police department, and we will manage this. I will say we've had offers for assistance from other agencies to bring in help if needed, and we've actually received a call from the governor's office as well already asking if we need any assistance, and so we're working through that right now.
Now, Brian Manley did say that these are related and they're investigating that right now, but he stopped short when a reporter asked if this was a serial bomber. He does believe, however, that they are related. Any new information that comes out of tonight, whether it's a victim identification or any sort of suspect information, we'll pass that on to you. We're live and we'll see you again later in the bottom of the hour. In Southeast Austin, Jordan Bonke, CBS Austin News.
And right now, local and federal investigators are still on the scene of the first deadly package explosion today that killed a 17-year-old boy and injured a woman at a home on Oldfort Hill Drive. CBS Austin's Courtney Shoneman is live in East Austin, where that perimeter has now grown. Courtney.
Yes, the house where that first package exploded this morning is actually up this side street and around the corner on Oldfort Hill Drive, but we cannot get anywhere near there just because of the scope of this investigation. A large number of investigators actually left this scene and raced to the second explosion on Galindo Street just before noon today, but Austin police still have much of this area blocked off. The ATF and the FBI have their mobile command units on scene as they conduct the post-blast investigation to determine exactly what this package bomb was made of. The package found on the front steps of a home was brought inside the kitchen where it exploded just before 7 a.m. this morning, killing a 17-year-old boy and injuring a woman in her 40s. Neighbors who have lived on this street for decades left feeling uneasy while the person responsible is still out there.
Everybody been calling, you all right, you know, and we like, yeah, we're all right. It's not too far from home. And a couple of people, they knew the family that I know, and my heart goes out. You see, I'm in tears now.
Austin Police Chief Brian Manley says this is not a time to panic, but wants all Austinites to remain vigilant. And right now, investigators are still working to determine a motive and find any connection between the victims in these 3 cases. Right now, all we know so far is the families in the first 2 explosions were African Americans, and this most recent explosion in Southeast Austin was a 75-year-old Hispanic woman. Reporting live in East Austin tonight, Courtney Shoneman, CBS Austin News.
And Courtney, people are taking advice from police and not opening packages they're unsure about. APD is telling residents not to panic, but to be vigilant, and people are doing just that. This afternoon, Austin police officers blocked off part of Rich Creek Road. A package left outside a home caused concern, but did not end up being dangerous. Police say they've been getting calls like this all day long. Austin residents say they'll continue playing it safe until someone is caught.
I'm just going to alert all my families and my daughters just to be alert not to open anything, not even a letter. Sometimes, kids like to open letters, so I'm going to let them know about this.
Austin police say if you report a suspicious package to them, it might take them a little while to get to your home. That's because they're getting a lot of calls right now, and each one takes time to investigate. Still, they're asking people to be cautious first, report unexpected packages to police, and immediately evacuate your home if you are concerned. Today's explosions have caught the attention of neighbors living near the home where there was a deadly explosion 10 days ago.
CBS Austin's Christian Flores is live from Haverford Drive. Christian, those neighbors are being more careful than they already have been.
Yeah, after learning about the 2 explosions earlier today, neighbors here became really worried that the explosion that happened here less than 2 weeks ago was random and not targeted like they previously thought. Right now, they just want more answers from police. APD originally ruled this case a homicide, then backed off shortly after, calling this a suspicious death. But after seeing similarities with the 2 explosions today, they're once again investigating this as a homicide. The explosion here killed 39-year-old Anthony House. Neighbors did not want to go on camera, but they did say today's explosions bring up even more questions about the one that happened here. They tell me they were already careful about packages delivered to their doorstep, and after today, they say they're even more alert. Neighbors here also say that they do plan on organizing an HOA meeting to get on the same page and to try to get more answers from APD. Reporting live, Christian Flores, CBS.